Scroll 8 of Isaiah. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. Now, you wasn't said not loud images, so, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pictures of desire. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. And idols he shall utterly abolish. Number 6. Oops. Okay. It was abolish. Number 6. Now 18, number 6. And 6, the idols he shall utterly abolish. And number 6, or the idols shall utterly pass away, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, and into the caves of Hebrew the dust, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast, number 1, his idols of silver. In that day a man shall cast, number 1, Hebrew, the idols of his silver, and his idols of gold. 2, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the whole moles and to the bats. Right, so in that day a man shall cast, Hebrew, the idols of his silver, and his idols of gold, or which they made for him, to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? For behold, the Lord of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem, and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, and the captain of 50 and the honourable man, obviously, and the Hebrew, a man eminent in countenance. Countenance means face. And the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator, or skillful of speech. And I will give children to be their princes, and babies shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbour. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honourable. And when a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day shall he swear, saying, 5. In that day he will lift up the hand, saying, I will not be an healer, uh, saying, I will not be an Hebrew binder up. For in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. So ends scroll 9. Take out again. It is difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is amazing.